Hello everyone, my name is Crow and welcome to my first review unboxing video where I'm going to be reviewing the materials and hardware that I'm receiving to upgrade my entire gaming kit. So this is just the first of many episodes. The difference between this and a typical review is that instead of just reviewing one thing, I'm going to do my best to review multiple things per video, so I don't have to make a new video every single time I get something new, because I'm getting like 9 or 10 different things. I'm trying to completely revamp my entire space. So first things first, I've mentioned this before, that the way my whole setup is situated is different because you can see that wall now, whereas before you used to look directly out the window, which was very disorienting because it was bright and it made the video all bad and stuff. And I also want to mention that the way I look right now, I just recently woke up. I was gonna wait to make this video until my face stopped being all sleepy puffy, but I work in a couple hours, and quite frankly I was just too excited to open this Audio-Technica. So first things first, before I get to that, I'm definitely going to be showcasing the Audio-Technica with its volume, with the way it sounds, the audio, in this video, because for my future videos I want to include that, and I think it'd be silly if I didn't showcase it before I did that. But first things first, I got a new mouse pad, and let me just show it to you guys real quick. I don't know if I'm going to keep using it or not. I have a SteelSeries mouse pad already, and it's a really nice mouse pad. And this mouse pad I got because it has a wrist rest here, and I noticed that when I got this new computer desk, I was so used to playing on a different like situated position that I felt like my wrist kind of needed a little bit of support. And it's not that bad, and it might be something I can get used to. It might just be something I have to get used to. But immediately when I tried it out, it felt so weird and awkward that I wasn't sure if I actually liked it and if I actually thought it was going to help. But I'll stick with it for a little while, see if it helps with the wrist pain that I could potentially be suffering. Also, let me just real quick, if I can situate this properly. This is the computer desk I'm using. It's nothing special. It's just your typical computer desk. There's some papers over there, some water that's positioned properly right over my computer. It's got like an elevated type of shelf deal going on here. Slaughterhouse mask because awesome. And then that's my actual computer itself. I built this thing myself but at the beginning of this year, so it's not that old, but it's not that new at the same time. It's got a few little blue lights. There's also a button in the back that makes it light up, but I never turn it on for some reason. And then it's got my computer desk has a drawer down there as well. So that's just kind of a little overview of my computer desk in general. Unfortunately, this webcam, which is something else I'll be upgrading in the near future, is not exactly going to do any justice. And you've seen my keyboard too, which is why I'm getting a new keyboard. If you see, I'll show you again real quick. It's not exactly anything impressive. It's just a chiclet style keyboard, typical small size keyboard. It's not very good, but it's done me well. It hasn't died on me yet, but it is time for an upgrade. So that's kind of showing you all the little stuff. Then my headset, that's probably something I'll be revamping since I'm going to be getting a new mic. Well, I have a new mic right here. Since I have a new mic, I'm probably going to upgrade to headphones, high quality headphones, but we'll see. So this is the Audio-Technica ATR2500. I don't currently have pop filter, mic stand, shock mount for it. That's once again something I will be purchasing in the near future. For now, I'm just going to be using the basic mount and the USB cable that comes with it. Not that I would use any other USB cable, but like I said, I was going to wait to make this video, but I really wanted to open this, but I wanted to do it on camera. So let me see if I can kind of do like an unboxing thing here. if I can position my webcam. Since my webcam is hooked up USB, it's kind of doing its thing where it likes to turn without permission. Okay, so immediately we go to the back. I'm not going to be too gentle. I don't want to tear the box apart, but that ripped. But I'm not going to be too gentle because I want this thing to open. Come on. There we go. Alright. And all the while, I want to make sure that my webcam stays focused on it without knocking all this stuff off my shelf. Alright. Come on. Work. Oh. That's why it's not working with me. There's little, like, latches on the side. I came prepared with a box cutter for this, but I completely ignored it because I didn't think I was going to need it. Alright, there we go. Now, it opens. Alright. I notice that camera angle is not going to do anything for this. So, this is the box that I removed from it, and it came with some type of installation manual, I'm sure, instruction manual. These microphones are really easy to use. These USB condenser microphones, most of them are just plug and play. They don't even have any drivers. I will say one thing about most condenser microphones, and the exceptions would be like the Blue Yeti, but most of them, for some reason, they don't have a mute button, and I don't understand why. And I'm pretty sure that this one doesn't have a mute button either. And let me just slowly flip this over, because I don't want the microphone to spill out. Take that cover plastic off. And here we have the tripod stand. Come on. I'm sorry for the glare for the monitor, by the way. There we go. Tripod stand. I've seen people do these reviews using one hand before, and I never realized how complicated it was until I actually tried doing it myself. So it's not anything impressive, but it'll do for now. But yeah, this is the tripod stand. Like I said, nothing too impressive. I'm sorry for the glare of the screen, by the way. I'm not wanting to do that, but infinite loop into space. Alright, this is the mount. This is the thing that's going to actually put the microphone on the mount. And it'll also be useful if, well, not if, but rather when I get a actual studio mount, a boom mount, and I can hook it up to that. You got your USB cord that's just going to simply plug into the microphone and into the computer. And then the microphone itself, which I've really been trying to convince myself not to touch it accidentally, because I wanted to get the full experience when I picked it up, and I'm very impressed with it. Let me move this plastic out of the way real quick. I'm thoroughly impressed with this microphone, actually. It's a little bit heavier than I expected it to be. I mean, I looked at reviews and people said it actually had a bit of heft to it, but I'm actually kind of surprised. I didn't expect it to actually, like, be as hefty as it is. This particular microphone, I believe, if I'm not wrong, has only one recording capsule in it. I was thinking about possibly going with a microphone that had two, or potentially even three if I was going to go with the Blue Yeti, but I did, based on certain reviews and such, decide to go with this particular microphone, and I will explain why I decided to do that. Well, when I was looking at the reviews for microphones, this microphone definitely jumped out the most in terms of quality, and definitely really, really good for home recording, whereas you have other microphones that have multiple capsules, you automatically assume that they're going to be better, but really they're just for, like, when you're doing different types of recording. You'll notice that this microphone doesn't have any certain settings to change. Some microphones, especially the higher priced ones, or like the Blue Yeti, Blue Snowball, stuff like that, they'll have different settings on them for, like, cardioid minus 10 decibels, you'll have omnidirectional and stuff, and bidirectional and stuff, and that's for, like, you know, minus 10 decibels is, I mean, it's a good setting to have. It's for not overloading the mic, but it's pretty much for like instruments and such. And omnidirectional and bidirectional, usually like if you're recording with multiple people. So this was really like the most expensive single capsule microphone out there. So in my mind, it was the best quality for what I want to do with, which is just voiceover recording. So I'm really excited to get to use this. Now I'm not going to sit here and hook it all up in front of you, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, and when I get back from this point, I'm going to be speaking into the Audio-Technica ATR2500, and that way you can kind of get an idea of how it sounds. So let me just gently set it down, because I'm really scared about harming it. But yeah, I'm going to cut the video real quick, and when I come back, like I said, you'll be listening to my voice from the Audio-Technica ATR2500. Alright guys, now we're back here, and you are now currently listening to me through the Audio-Technica ATR2500, and I gotta say I'm actually really impressed with the audio of it. First and foremost, I am actually using the microphone at a very high level in comparison to what I would normally use it at. The reason for that is because it's actually pretty far away from me. It's probably about a foot, about I'd say about 14-15 inches away from my face right now. It's relatively far away, so I've had to set the gain up a little bit higher than I'd like to. But once I get my microphone stand and stuff of that nature, it'll be a lot easier because I'll have it up close and right next to me, and you'll be able to hear me a lot clearer without any of the ambient noise. As you can probably tell, you can hear a little bit of a familiar hiss that you could hear when I would use my headset mic, and it's not nearly as bad, but it'll be completely eliminated once the microphone is on a microphone stand, and I can set the volume levels to a lower extent, and I'll actually show you that right now. I'm going to real quick set the microphone levels down to what I would like them to be, and then I'm going to get closer to the microphone, about as close as I would be if it was on a microphone stand right by my face, and you can kind of get an idea for how it sounds. So immediately when I turn it down, you can hear that noise in the background just completely disappear and just become non-existent. Now the only problem is I'm so far away from the microphone, you probably can hardly or not even hear me at all right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit closer to the microphone, and as I get closer to the microphone, this is about as far away from the microphone as I'm going to be when I get a microphone stand. And as you can tell, everything that you once heard is gone. You know, all the hiss, all the extra audio, everything about it is just completely disappeared. My voice is coming through a lot clearer. You can understand what I'm saying. You know, there's no problems with this microphone as far as audio quality goes. It's just a lot easier to hear me, and once I get my microphone stand, it'll be this is how my videos are going to sound as far as my personal audio quality. And I'm probably going to get a pop filter as well. I did do a little bit of testing, and it seems like the microphone does a pretty good job at eliminating the P's and B's as it is. But I am going to get one just for the sake of having one, you know. That way there's no chance of any of the or going through, you know. And the all that good stuff. So this is how it's going to sound. If I'm going to say anything about the microphone that I don't like, it's probably the blue light. It's good to have an indicator showing where your like that it's on and that it's ready to record, but it is kind of clunky. Not clunky, but it's just kind of, if you're looking at it directly head on, it's really bright and it's kind of disorienting. So I'm going to go ahead and come back from the mic now, and I'm just going to come back to my default location. Just lean back in my chair. Levels, set it back. I think it was around this area before I adjusted it. I probably should have kept that in mind. So this is now back at the regular level of the microphone, so you can actually hear me at this distance. As you can tell, once I turn the volume levels back up, that hiss kind of returned. Like I said, it's not nearly as bad as it was with my headset microphone. and I probably won't even need to edit my audio any. This particular audio is not going to be edited, but because I want you to hear the full effect. But in the future, if there needs to be any editing done, I will do it. But I don't think it's going to be necessary, especially once I get my microphone stand and I'm able to have the microphone right up against my face, and you'll be able to hear me in the quality that you could just hear me just then. But anyways, guys, that's all I really have to say for this review. There's really not a whole lot more to talk about, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm not really a review channel. This is the first video review I've done, and I kind of went over multiple things instead of just one thing. The main feature was the microphone, because I want to make sure that I had it available to me through all my future videos and stuff like that. But you know, if I get something new, I'll review it, and I do have more things coming that I will be reviewing. But for the most part, I'm not going to be like going and getting items for the purpose of reviewing. If I get something new, I'll review it, you know, that kind of deal. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were satisfied with this new microphone as I am. I'm really happy for it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the giveaway that I will probably make the video for tonight and have released tomorrow. So I know that probably doesn't mean much to you guys, because by the time you guys see this video, it'll probably already be tomorrow. So it's really weird, but just expect it soon. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review. You know, like the video, comment, tell me what you think about the microphone. Until next time, guys, take it easy.